Hi guys, it's Miss Titty here. Super weird that we're doing this, but we're doing this, so it is what it is. I'm going to try to keep things a little bit more positive. I know, you are probably more than sick of hearing about how unfortunate this is, which it really is. But I think maybe just take a minute we'll just kind of focus on some positive things. So I was excited to have the opportunity to come and do this in my classroom, in my spot where I should be, wearing a senior's tank, as I should be, because I think this is how I would want you guys to remember me as, rather than zooming from a room in my house. So I just want to thank you all. I think many of you know this. I don't know if all of you know this, but my first year of teaching in Nanuet was actually the year that you guys were third graders. So you guys were my first class, and so I've always just had like a really special connection to your class. And I remember even at that time when you guys, when you graduated Highview, I remember the last art classes that I had with you guys, that fourth grade time, I remember just kind of giving this same speech to you guys, but anticipating and graduating, and anticipating your graduation and being there. And I'm just kind of thanking you guys at that time for just being a class of a career, because that's really what you guys have been. And it's just been really, really awesome to teach you and work with you. I don't know, I miss hunting you guys down in the cafeteria for spirit shirt forms, or to go get measured by Mrs. Hurtis for your cap and gown, and just all of those silly things that, I didn't even realize how much I really appreciated it. And so thank you guys for all of the great memories, and for just kind of also, going in my journey with teaching here in Nanuet. It's been so cool to just kind of, trail right up with you guys. It's funny, I'll never forget. I think this is a good story to include, and then maybe a good place to end. First day of school, my first day of teaching ever in my entire life. I had substituted before, but my first time as an art teacher in my own classroom, Nanuet, Highview Elementary. First day of art class. Well, the first day, 3PD had art, so Mrs. DeGennaro's class. So those of you who had Mrs. DeGennaro for your teacher, you were there first day. I don't know if you remember this. It's my first time teaching, my first class of my entire career. My first art class, this is it. It's all my career has started. And I'm teaching. You guys we're actually, on the first day, we're going over procedures and stuff, but we're actually drawing, we're going to draw a smile. We're going to draw a smile in a weird way. And I'm walking in the front of the room by the smartboard, and I trip, and when I trip, I essentially fall into the recycling bin. So there I am, in a recycling bin on my, very first moment of teaching in my life. I believe it was Brandon Duton yelled out, he's like, "Oh my God, is she dead?" And it was so amazing, and it was absolutely perfect, and a perfect way to start. And I think my only advice is just, as much as you can, be flexible, and things aren't always going to be as you planned. I certainly didn't plan on falling my first day. But, things happen, and just try to be positive and be as amazing as you all are. I love you all so much. Thank you for everything.